So Inside Out 2 just dropped, and I was thinking, like, what would my little emotions that are living in my head look like? So today I'm gonna be drawing like my emotional trio, I guess. We have anxiety, ennui, and ennui, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's basically like boredom and then also embarrassment. And hey, since they're my emotions, you are not allowed to be mad about what I choose to draw, okay? They're a representation of my emotions, not yours. But let's get into it. First up is anxiety.
Hello! I'm anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
Riley's anxiety is a bit of a control freak. She always wants to have a say in everything that Riley is doing in her life. But for me, it's a little different. Social anxiety is the main event for me, so my drawing focuses around that. The first time I can remember feeling anxious was back in middle school. Picture this, I was in National Junior Honor Society, about to give a speech to all the newcomers in a pizza place. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy like Eminem, you know? No, I'm just kidding, but anyways, it really felt like everyone was staring at me, and I have this like nervous tick thing, I don't really know what it's called, where I just scratch my neck like constantly if I'm really feeling anxious. I have no idea what I said in that speech, but I can remember the feeling very, very vividly. I didn't really think anyone would notice my anxious like tick thing of scratching my neck until a friend asked me afterwards. She was like, "Are you feeling nervous? You were scratching your neck a lot, like, are you okay?" And I'm just like, great, now I know people actually perceive me way more than I thought, and my anxiety just skyrocketed from there. High school was way worse. I was the hoodie wearing, eye contact avoiding, back the class kid who never talked to anyone. My hoodie was basically like my shield. I would always have it up. It really was the only thing that helped with my social anxiety, because people don't usually approach you or talk to you if you have your hood up and you have a natural like resting bitch face. But you know, of course my parents did not like that too much. My dad just thought I was shy and would like force me to talk to people when we went out, which, you know, did not help at all. When you're already worried about what everyone thinks of you, the last thing you want to do is inconvenience someone and ask them for something. I still struggle with social anxiety, but it is nowhere near as bad as it used to be. I don't have to have my hood up to go like interact with people anymore, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing what you can accomplish when people aren't forcing it upon you. Anyways, here's my anxiety character. I really love the eyeballs because when I get anxious, I feel like everyone's eyes are constantly on me, making me want to hide away. But what about you? How do you experience anxiety? Let's get to a lighter emotion. Ennui. I still don't know how to fucking pronounce this girl's name. I had to Google it.
Ennui.
And it just means boredom, basically. Riley's okay, we're just gonna call it boredom. Riley's boredom is, well, you see for yourself.
That's ennui. On what?
It's what you would call the boredom.
Meanwhile, my boredom just feels like a big bleh is the best way to describe it. Like, that's the only way I can think of to describe is just bleh. I lose motivation to do anything, even to do nothing. It's like a numbness with a dash of desire to get up and do something, but no clue what to do or where to start. Here is my take on ennui and boredom. Simple but effective in my opinion. You know, the little like things coming out of his head is supposed to be the representation of all the thoughts of like ideas you want to start, but they just lead nowhere. What do you think? Let me know. Finally, let's move on to embarrassment.
Welcome to headquarters, Embarrassment. Oh, we're doing a fit. No. Oh, nope. Going high. Oh, you got a real sweaty palm there, buddy.
My TikTok feed was filled with a bunch of videos talking about how people are hating on this guy because he's like a bigger dude and he's like not attractive to a lot of people. But I honestly think they nailed it. I was embarrassed about how people were talking about embarrassment. I mean, come on guys. I really think it's a great representation of the emotion. Embarrassment is defined as a feeling of self-consciousness, ashamed, or awkwardness, and I think he hits all three of those pretty well. He's definitely self-conscious, experiences shame for sure, and is really awkward, especially in his body language, like always hiding in the hoodie. But the main thing I changed about him for my emotion was his size, because when I feel embarrassed, I feel a lot of things at once. I feel small, I feel anxious, and honestly a little bit crazy, not gonna lie. Like thinking like, oh, why did I just do that, and like spiraling in that kind of sense, you know? So I decided to make my embarrassment a little small guy with some heads like leaking out of him to represent the other emotions that come with my embarrassment. I get embarrassed a lot, especially when I'm misunderstood or I misunderstand someone. I have such a big problem getting the words out of my mouth in a way that makes sense to other people. So when people don't understand what I'm saying, even though it's literally the only way I can think of to explain it, it's really embarrassing, honestly. It just makes me want to fade away and never talk to them again. One of my most embarrassing moments was in high school during this poster assignment. I had completely misheard the country that I was supposed to make the poster on, and I did not realize this until we were presenting them. I had like a mild panic attack and had to leave to the bathroom. Definitely not my best moment, and it did not help that my eyes were all bloodshot and I had like 2 hours of sleep. Here's the final result. It's like a little wild one, but I think it captures my embarrassment perfectly, honestly. It could be a little bit more detailed, but you know, it's fine. But that is a wrap. Anxiety is definitely my favorite. You know, I spent the most time on it and it means the most to me. I experience anxiety, social anxiety, a lot. Like the video and comment if you want to see my versions of the other emotions, and don't forget to subscribe or you'll probably never see my face again. Bye.